Okay, welcome back, everyone. We are in Game 2 of our team clan match versus IC and Infinity. Game 1 went to the IC team, Dream taking that, and it's kind of a king of the hill sort of a matchup. So in Game 2, we have Dream again, followed by Infinity's Death. And in the we are playing in Shakura's Plateau. On the bottom left-hand side, we do have Infinity's Death, playing as the yellow Protoss. And on the right-hand side, in the same bottom area, we have iCDream again as the red Terran player.
We see it's another Protoss versus Zerg. No, Protoss versus Zerg. Protoss versus Terran.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Both players are masters in their ladder leagues. Both seem to be very good players, as we witnessed from Dream in the last match. Dream is building, he's actually walling off. Let's see if he actually walls off. It looks like he's going to want to build his barracks to complete the wall off.
Mm-hmm.
Infinity's Death is going to the north side and then followed shortly by the south side, so he will take a little bit longer to see what his opponent is doing, and the bunker is going to almost immediately go down. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We should see a gateway shortly, and yes, there it goes down as well. And now, just like in the last match, there is no chance of being spawned directly on top or below each other, so they do know that their opponents are not in those positions. Again, very close positions in that regard.
Mm-hmm.
Chrono Boost going out on top of the Nexus, so he's trying to get some probes out and some economy. And Death does start scouting his base. Still no scouting yet from Dream. He's actually going to steal some minerals from Dream and then head back out. Such a thief.
A little mineral harass. Like, he's going to help out a bit. Ah. Ow. Alright.
Command Center is upgrading to the orbital command. He's just moving around. And we do see that Dream is also scouting as well. And looks like he's going to go to the north side as well, too. And we do have a Marine that's coming out, so this probe is going to be in big-time Death. There you go. So Death's probe did bite the big one, true to his namesake. But he's hoping that will be the only one. We do have a SCV that's doing nothing down in the bottom, and also another that's moving. And it looks like he is going to build his command center there. Okay.
Mm-hmm. He's expanding. All right.
And also a bunker going down. So again, Dream is going with another fast expansion, trying to get his economy up, moving pretty quickly. And Death is also boosting his warp gate technology to come out, so he can get units out faster. We did see something similar.
A stalker. Oh.
Yep. Oh yeah, we do see a stalker that's out. And he's going to try to kick out that SCV, and he may kill it. Yes, he does on a very long shot. He does take it out. Another stalker is incoming. He only chrono boosted that warp gate technology once. We'll see if he does it again. He looks like he may be just holding on to some energy. Let's see what he does. Yep.
Death throws down a Nexus. He's expanding.
Yep. So they're both trying to get their economy up and running. This is perfect for that. This is a very large map. It goes across, and whenever you start taking these Zelnaga towers, you know when your enemy is coming, at least by land. Now, by air, that's a different story. Sometimes it's hard to tell. Because as you can see with this light circle here, that's all the vision that you have. And you can have one across the other side as well, too. But you can't see anything going across the little smiley face down at the bottom.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Stalker is still patrolling, looking to see if there's anything hidden in the base. It's hard for a Terran to hide things in there, but sometimes they will build maybe a barracks or something. They don't cost a lot of energy, and I have seen it before where a barracks will be hidden out in a very far corner, maybe on this corner over here where people just don't look very often. He does get a scan out and sees that there are 3 gateways coming out and that one's expanding. So he's got a good vision and perfect scan of when that cybernetics core finished its upgrade.
We see a missed rally for iCDream. It's like a bit short of the minerals, and now he fixed it.
players have only one gas so far for Death, which is interesting to see. He is doing pretty good with his resources, though, floating just about the right number, what you want to see, nothing too high. So he obviously knows what he's doing in that regards. We do have a starport coming out for a Dream, and also a tech lab, which is connecting to, help me out if you see it. Oh, it's going to the factory. So let's see if we get some tanks or if we get some Hellions out of that. Or he's just going to lift it up entirely. We may see some Banshees flying across, like we said earlier, that airplay.
It seems like
2 starports.
Death doesn't have anything.
Yeah, and we have 2
Death
starports coming down.
Yep.
So it looks like we may have double Banshees coming out. But he's going to have to research Cloak very quickly because Stalkers can take care of Banshees if they're in range. And yes, he does take that almost immediately as soon as he lands that. We also have a robotics facility, so very good spider sense from Death to get that robotics facility. That way he can get a scouting unit out, something that detects invisibility in case Banshees do come. No other technology being built currently for Dream. He's going to just start producing these Banshees as soon as he can. And he's going to be building those 2 at a time. Let's see where he rallies those. Just at the edge of his base. So he's not going to short key them all the way across. And we do see he's getting 2 more refineries. He is trying to get his gas up as high as he can because those Banshees do cost a lot of gas. I don't remember what it is off the top of my head. You know it? 100 gas and 150 minerals. So.
Mm-hmm. Plus it's 200 for the cloaking, so that's a pretty big spend.
Yes, and Death has finished up all of his gas, and he started on his 4th gas as well too. So he'll be getting some technology really soon. And we also see a robotics bay going out, so he's going to try to build Colossi.
Mm-hmm.
And here's our Observer. Hopefully that Observer will not go too far as Death is concerned because those Banshees are incoming. And Cloaking is just about done. Actually, it just finishes. And he goes and gets Stim Pack and Combat Shields. And yeah, that Observer is going to be too far out. Yeah, definitely. And servers are not very fast unless they get the upgrade. If they get that upgrade, they move at a very, very fast speed. But none of that is happening right now. And those probes are still just mining. They're ignoring the... And he's already lost several of those.
Here's Stalkers trying
Stalkers
to
are coming
kill
in, but
them
there's
off.
nothing that he can do. And the
Observers.
Oh, the Observer does come back. Did he build another one, or did he bring it back?
He built another one. Like he queued 2 up. So.
Okay, great. And it looks like it was very effective. Those Banshees coming in, 15 workers killed. And you can see that he does not have very many units in his main. He had to pull some off from his natural. And if we look at the income tab, 35 probes to 52 SCV, so the income count is rather large. Let's see if I can never remember the income minerals. Control I. There we go. So yeah, we can see that Dream does have a sizable advantage in the mineral count, and it's still pretty even as far as the gas goes because you can only fit 3 in at a time. So that does seem pretty normal. There seems to be a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of extra SCVs inside Dream's natural. And let's see,
4 Banshees are harassing currently.
Sorry about that. Yes, indeed. And he does supply block Death. So he's going to have to build another. Actually, he's going to have to build 2. And yes, they do go up here. And we do see the extended thermal lance going out. So his Colossi will have a much larger reach. Dream pokes around to the 3rd base as well, where a 3rd normally goes up, doesn't see anything, so he's going to come back to the south and start harassing again. He may start trying to take out these assimilators.
Mm-hmm.
No, he's just going to go straight after probes again, and each one of those volleys basically kills a probe instantly. Only one shot goes off, and he kills about 3 or 4 probes for nothing, and I think he also saw that Colossi were out as well, too.
The Banshee harass is really working well for him.
Yeah, he's going to move those back just for a little bit. He'll be poking through those there. And he's really close. It might not be a bad idea to take out this probe. Just scout just to make sure there's not a probe at the Xel'Naga just to get a free probe out of it. But he's not too worried about that. Scan goes at his main base looking for any kind of observer. Doesn't see anything. And he starts to build an engineering bay and also float his next command center to his third base.
Mm-hmm.
And again, gas being built instantly. He's trying to get his gas supply up very quickly. Another another 2 starports coming down. He saw those Colossi, and he's going to start building a lot of Vikings.
But instead, we see another Banshee coming out for a Dream.
Well, there are several Marines there. Marines can do damage, but they don't have a lot of hit points. And Colossi can take down a whole bunch of Marines. Yeah, you see they have an AoE, extended damage, and the shield does go up, and they back out whenever they see all of the Colossi there. He does take care of the Zealots pretty quickly, and he does take down he target fires the Colossi, and they do go down. But there are a lot of Stalkers here, and they may be able to just clean those up. It looks like, is he focus firing the Banshees? Yes, all the Banshees go down, and he's just continuing to pummel away on all of these Marauders, and they do stem to get away. Let's see if he can finally run all the way away. And it looks like he will be pretty safe. But and even more barracks is coming in, so it looks like we're going to see heavy barracks play from Dream.
Death is preparing for a counterattack.
Yeah, we have, 7 barracks right now. And Death is coming in. He's taking out one of those barracks. I think that, no, he hasn't taken out the SCV yet, but a bunch of Marauders coming in. Let's see if he can take those out. He does get a scan. He sees the Observer, and he does take it out. So now he's blind to anything hidden and also from scouting. We do see ship weapons 1 being researched. Also, ground weapons 1 for Death. And those barracks are just about finished building. And none of the... Okay, yeah, I was about to say, he's just now starting to rally those back. Units are popping out. We do have 3 Banshees ready for the battle as well, too. But Death is coming again after getting scanned. A good scan to see where everything is. He does have control of the Zelnaga Tower and does get a good view of what is there. But he's just starting to queue up. I don't think he has blink or anything like that yet. No blink yet, so he's in a pretty vulnerable choke position. But he does get shielded and starts moving in. In the background, there are Stalkers hitting, but it looks like they're hitting the barracks instead. They're not hitting those units. And he's going to have to retreat his units yet again.
We see an Observer in production for Death.
And we also have...
in hopes of seeing that Banshee.
Yeah, armor upgrade number 1 is going out, but the Marauders are getting concussive shells, and if they can hit anything, it's going to slow them down, and then they'll be able to pick those off. The 3rd has gone down for Death, and so the economies will be pretty even shortly. Although if we look at the Harvester tab, there's 52 Harvesters to 93. That is a lot of Harvesters. Usually you want about 70 Harvesters or so. As a matter of fact, in this 3rd base, there's about 12 Harvesters more than can actually... build, and there's only 1 SCV inside the 1 factory and 1 inside the other 2, so we have units that are getting way too much in the mineral count and not enough in the gas count. And we see that the same thing is also being done in the natural that's almost mined out, and the main is almost completely mined out and still just that many. And we do have an attack on the 3rd base coming in from Dream, but there is a counter on the back side. I don't know, Hubs, did he get a cancel off on that, or did it just die? Did you get a good look at that?
No, I didn't see it.
I'm going to suspect that he is floating a lot of minerals, so he may have just canceled that build until those went away. But the one thing with that Observer that is now gone is these Banshees can move around freely as a cloaked unit, and nobody can tell the difference. And that probe actually does survive for Death. He will be able to rebuild that 3rd. And we actually have the 4th coming up for iCDream now. So... And he's actually building another command center as well, too. So with all of those SCVs, maybe that wasn't too bad of an idea. He's got a ton of SCVs, but he is moving them around pretty effectively. He's actually maxed out. He's at 200 and 200, although over 100 of those are SCVs. So he's going to get a lot of economy, but he's not going to be able to bulk up his army like he wants. And he is moving in. He is finally getting his infantry upgrade. So it looks like the upgrade advantage currently is in Death's favor. He will be able to get a couple of shots and have effectively a fewer units to balance out the army. But Death is coming in with a lot of Marauders, and those Banshees are doing a ton of damage. He's completely wiping out this army, and unfortunately Colossi are not able to hit air units, so they are just picking it off. Nothing being built currently for Death, and this could be the end. He's actually taking out this expansion, and if he takes it out, the main is almost completely mined out, so he won't have any economy. And there's the
There's
GG.
the GG.